So the folks at Thrustmaster just sent me this new DCS component. It's called AVA, which stands for Advanced Versatile Aviation. And on the side of the box it says, join the Flying Aces. Tailor-made piloting without any limits with Thrustmaster's first fully customizable base. And then on the back of the box it says, specially designed for pilots thanks to a brand new design that lets you easily change the physical parameters of the axes, the level of damping or the amount of travel for incredibly precise piloting control that's unique to each user in any type of simulation. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. Of course, there's some instruction manuals, basically how to disassemble and reassemble the base. Let's see what the heart of the product is. So here we go. Here's the base itself. Pretty plastic housing, but metal top and bottom. Here's the connection, USB type. Here are what they call the deflection masks. And there are two extra cams. The other cam is actually already mounted within the assembly. I'll show you that in a second. And then different spring options. These are labeled medium and soft. And then some hex keys. And we'll see what those do in a second. So that's everything that's in the box. So let's take the base assembly apart and see what's inside. All right, so here's what the inside looks like. So you swap out the cams by loosening this screw with the hex key. You can see, let me get it right up here close. The difference between aero and jet is pretty subtle. Not sure what the feel difference is with that. You can also swap out the spring. The black one is the hard tension. Then again, you got medium and soft. So as I mentioned, you also have these deflection masks, and according to the instructions here, there are 3 sizes: XL, medium, and small. And that is to restrict the amount of travel. So it comes with the XL mask mounted, and this is the small one, and this is medium. So you just have to remove this housing to remove the existing mask and put the new one in. I'll just leave this one on for now, but you have options. So let me go ahead and put the housing back on. So just as a reminder for those who've seen my previous episodes on my DCS rig, I have the Next Level Racing Military Edition Boeing branded sim pit, and right now I have it configured for the Hornet. So I have the Thrustmaster HOTAS throttle quadrant and the Thrustmaster HOTAS Hornet stick, center mounted like the real Hornet. I'm also using the HP Reverb VR goggles. And for more on the switch between track IR to VR, check out my episode that I did a while ago on that. But we'll hook up the new base using the Hornet configuration for this demo and see what the difference is. Now, the thing about the current rig is you get what you get, right? In terms of feel and throw and feedback. And that's cool because DCS is all about realism. I can tell you that's always been the draw for me, especially when flying around the boat or doing ACM. So if I'm flying the F-16, I want the stick to be tight, but have very little throw. Remember, full stick deflection in the Viper is only 1/8 of an inch. If I'm flying the Hornet, I want the stick to be tight, but have more throw than the Viper. So here you can see I have the AVA mounted where I had the original one that comes with the Thrustmaster F-18 stick, and it sits exactly at the same height. The pre-drilled holes on the bottom of the AVA base make it easy to attach to any DCS compatible mounts, and in this case it attaches to the Next Level Racing center mount, no problem. I'm running the F-18C module in DCS, And like you saw when I had the AVA housing removed, I have the XL mask on, I have the hard springs controlling the lateral and longitudinal axes, and I've used the hex key to crank those springs as tight as they'll go here and here. I like the feel with those settings, but let's try it in a couple of regimes to see how it works once I'm actually flying. All right, the first place to check these settings on the AVA base is the boat. So it's coming to the Case 1 pattern at Carroll Vinson in an F-18C. Hook's coming down. There's 800 feet. BRC looks to be about 355, so that means our downwind heading will be 175. And the stick feels good. A little nose up trim here. But the real test will be in the brake and especially on the ball. A little low in the brake. Okay, braking, idle boards, G coming on. Look for 175. Gear coming, gear handles down. Flaps coming. Okay, there's the 180 starting my turn. Stick feels good. I like the feedback. A little slow here at the 90. And a little low. Power coming up. Now I'm getting fast. Keep the turn in. So again, the stick feedback's good. There's not a lot of null zones or anything. Ball's on the mirror, calling the ball.
308, port ball, 4.9.
In this module, for some reason, the LSO doesn't answer the ball call. Working fast, slowing down. Ball's kind of going high. Catch it. Again, stick feels good. I like this feedback. Just keep the ball centered. That was a good pass, and the stick feels good. So I like the spring settings in that regime for sure. All right, let's see how we do doing a little bit of air combat maneuvering. Another place to check the settings is dogfighting, ACM. So we're going to do a 1v1 against a MiG-29. And we'll just make it after the 3-9 line to see how the turning feels. Okay, sticks coming aft, feels nice and smooth. Pull for a shot here. Fox 2. Good kill. So that was pretty quick. Good shoot. And I like the feel at the merge. Again, you don't want the stick to be too loose. You want full throw. So I recommend the XL mask and the hard springs fully cranked all the way down for the right kind of tactical jet feel. So I like it. I also like it better than the standard HOTAS base. These AVA settings feel more realistic to me. The Thrustmaster AVA goes for about $300. So if you're new to DCS and just building your rig, it's probably not a mandatory piece of gear. But if you're looking to make your existing rig even more realistic and flexible, the AVA would be a great addition to your setup. All right, that'll do it for this episode. If you're not already a subscriber, become one so you don't miss anything going forward. And in the meantime, I look forward to talking to you again very soon.